Hi everyone, this is Billzors. Welcome to a Let's Play of a game called Darkest Dungeon. Now, this game is incredibly difficult. It's not cheaty, but it's damned close. This game likes to screw you over. So I thought it'd be a really good game to play for people to watch. Now, I played it back when it was in beta, but I haven't played it since the full release back in the middle of January, so there's going to be some new stuff I won't recognize. Now, the first beginning stuff I don't think I will have changed, and I'll try and keep my comments to a minimum. Oops. Wrong button. And now I'm going to play the intro cinematic so you guys can see it. I'm going to stay pretty quiet during this part, so.
Ruin has come to our family. You remember our venerable house? Opulent and imperial, gazing proudly from its stoic perch above the moor. I lived all my years in that ancient, rumor-shadowed manor, fattened by decadence and luxury. And yet I began to tire of conventional extravagance. Singular, unsettling tales suggested the mansion itself was a gateway to some fabulous and unnameable power.
Yes, that'll end well.
With relic
obviously.
and ritual, I've bent every effort towards the excavation and recovery of those long-buried secrets.
And no one's about to tell him to
what remained
stop.
of our family fortune on swarthy workmen and sturdy shovels. At last, in the salt-soaked crags beneath the lowest foundations, we unearthed that damnable portal of antediluvian evil. Our every step unsettled the ancient earth. But we were in a realm of death and madness. In the end, I alone fled laughing and wailing through those blackened arcades of antiquity. Until consciousness failed me. You remember our venerable house? Opulent and imperial. It is a festering abomination. I beg you, return home, claim your birthright, and deliver our family from the ravenous, clutching shadows.
Boom goes the dynamite.
Of the darkest dungeon.
Dun dun dun. Oh, so I did make a few comments. Sue me. Alright, so we're gonna start a new campaign here. I already deleted my save. What should we name it? Let's name it Billzors Manor. Because that's the name of the castle, not the game file. Or it's both. So we're going to start here, and there's another cinematic here for you guys to watch and enjoy. Let me move that out the way.
You will arrive along the old road. It winds with a troubling, serpent-like suggestion through the corrupted countryside.
It's hot.
Leading only, I fear, to ever more tenebrous places. There is a sickness in the ancient, pitted cobbles of the old road, and on its writhing path, you will face viciousness, violence, and perhaps other damnably transcendent terrors.
I haven't found that thing yet, but I don't want to fight that either. This is scary.
So steel yourself, and remember there can be no bravery without madness. The old road will take you to hell, but in that gaping abyss, we will find our redemption.
Boy, I hope so. So this is going to take a little bit to load up, as it always does, this first part. Everything else loads pretty quick. So I'll probably rename all these heroes to something silly and stupid so we can get attached to them before they die. Oh, I forgot to read the disclaimer for you guys. I'll show you next time I load the game up. Might not be till part 2 or 3. Because I plan on doing this game a few times. Alright, so these are my two guys. This is Reynald. Oop, go away, intro stuff. This is Reynald and Dismas. A crusader and a highwayman. It's like the odd couple. All they need to do is standing back to back, spinning in circles.
Brigands have run up these lanes. Keep to the side path. The
So up
hamlet
here's
is
my
just
light
ahead.
level. So what's really cool is the higher your light, the more likely you're going to scout ahead and learn what's ahead of you, and the more likely that you're going to get the drop on the monsters, which means you get to go first in the turn. Here's
Dispatch
a
this
brigand
thug in
now.
brutal fashion, that all may hear of your arrival.
So this ability here, these are all the abilities my characters can use. So this one here is actually really good against human targets because it inflicts what's called bleed. Kind of self-explanatory. That uses his gun, that uses his gun, that uses his gun. So that's his knife. Let's use that. Awesome. So now he took 2 damage when it was his turn because we made him bleed. Ooh, a dodge. Yay. So this is my Crusader. He does a lot of melee damage right up front. And he does extra damage against unholy things like undead. So
As
he
the
just
fiend
smacked that dude.
falls, a
I got 1,000
faint
gold for that.
blossoms.
Huzzah. Alright, so we're heading down. And it's just moving. Point ahead of your guys and click to move them. Point behind him and click to move back. So I'm going to search this tent. There's a lot of stuff in the environment you can interact with. Some things you probably shouldn't. Like stacks of books are almost never good, but they might be. So we're going to check inside the tent, and they left some stuff.
Leave nothing unchecked.
Not a lot of stuff.
There is
but
much to be
nice.
found
Extra
in
money.
forgotten places.
So these things take up inventory space. This is limited. So the more stuff you have, the more inventory you want, the less you have, and it'll only stack up to so many before it'll start a new stack. So it gets pretty hectic when you're doing deep runs and
An
long
ambush.
runs.
Send these vermin a message.
All right.
The rightful owner has returned.
So,
and their
this guy's
kind is
huge.
no longer welcome.
Yeah, they're no longer welcome here. We don't like your kind. Anyway, this guy takes up 2 spots. So my Crusader, who can only hit the first 2 rows, can't hit this gunner guy. So what I'm going to do is use this ability here. This lets me hit all the first 3 rows, which is all both the guys here. And I missed the gunner anyway. His ability lets him hit the whole team too. And he gives us a debuff that decreases how much we can dodge. It's not good. So I'm going to take my Crusader, I'm going to smack him down. Okay, so that right there, that was what's called stress damage. So your stress is down here. The higher your stress, the worse. If it hits on 100, you're going to have a bad time. So I'm actually going to do the same AoE ability again. Yeah, that's much better. So he's going to be punished to increase his stress. So punishment apparently doesn't do a lot of damage, but it increases stress, which it shows you in the bottom right, and it can inflict bleed, it looks like, which it did. So he's going to bleed for a few rounds. I'm just going to use him to smack that dude upside his head and keep blasting away. Now I know it doesn't look hard yet. This is just 2 fights instead of 20. And you can see how it's already draining on all my resources.
Prodigious size
Alright, so
alone
that guy's
does
down.
not dissuade the sharpened blade.
And that's another thing that's really cool about this. This guy will continue to take up space. He's still there. But now I can just use a pistol shot because he's already dead. Actually, I'll use this just to show you. The corpses can take damage, and once they take damage, they go away. They take enough damage. So if I do this, this corpse just took 3 damage. It's got 12 life left. He's going to fire and do that. And then my Crusader can't attack him, so he's going to just attack the corpse and almost destroy it. This guy's only got 3 life left. So if I select Grape Shot Blast and hover over him, the minimum damage it'll do if it hits him is 3. You can see that down in the bottom right. Right in this area here. So I'm going to do that again just for fun. And I did annihilate him and the corpse. Oh, so I did get some
As
deeds.
victories mount,
So these are just
so
items
too
that I
will
got
resistance.
rifling through the corpses. So I got a dazzling charm. Charms and stuff like this, these are trinkets. They're like, you know, little accessories you can equip. Because you can't change their weapons or armor too much, but you can change what secondary abilities they have. Some money, and then some heirlooms. Heirlooms help you upgrade your buildings in town. So, when you complete a quest, you get the option to go back to the hamlet, or you can continue adventuring. Because I got this chest right here I'm itching to open. But be careful, because they warn you right here that this chest is going to make you... It's going to suck. So I'm going to have Reynald open it, not Dismas, because he's got a little more life. So it is trapped, and he gets hit by Blight. Now, Blight is like poison. So there's Bleed and Blight, and you can actually be hit by both at the same time, and they do stack. So it's pretty brutal. To leave, you just click this guy up here when you're done. Alright. So I got 5,000 gold for completing it, and all my loot that I had that I sold came to another 2,000, plus my heirlooms that I collected. Crests are used for everything. Deeds are used for, I think, the stagecoach. I think that's the one you need. So he just learned a new thing. In town, he will only flagellate for stress leaf, which that's not good. I think that's how it's pronounced. I'll find out before the next episode. But what that is that means he's going to go to the church and beat himself with a cat of nine tails.
Such as it is. This squalid hamlet, these corrupted lands, they are yours now, and you are bound to them.
So that's just telling you how to see the help menus. So there's a whole bunch of different buildings here, but I gotta do more quests to unlock them. The only 3 I have unlocked are the graveyard, to view dead people.
Most will end
Trust
up
me,
here,
this'll fill up
covered
quick.
in the poisoned earth, awaiting merciful oblivion.
Oh, that's new, being able to go on the side like that.
Women
So this is the
and
stagecoach.
men, soldiers and outlaws.
This is where we've picked up some
fools
extra team
and
members.
corpses.
Now I'm gonna grab both these guys because
All
that'll give me a
will
full
find
team
their way
of
to
4.
us now that the road is clear.
I'm actually gonna go over here and upgrade the stagecoach here and
More
here.
arrive, foolishly seeking
So now what's
fortune
going to
and
happen?
glory in this domain
Do you
of
mind?
the damned.
Speaking. Thank you. So what's going to happen now is this gentleman, I just upgraded his stagecoach. So he's going to bring 4 new heroes every week. So I'm going to finish an adventure, come back here, and there's going to be 4 new peoples here. Peoples, yes. That's, it's plural. There's going to be 4 new people here. And that's really, really handy in the beginning because, well, stress levels don't go away on their own. And then I can check out the ancestors' memories.
In time, you will
So you
know
can
the
actually check out your
tragic
old
extent
videos.
of my failings.
That's all the videos you can see. So, yeah, different stuff here. A guild to unlock new abilities for them. So I said we're going to rename these guys. So let's do that. So he's God-fearing, so he'll only pray for stress relief when he's in town. Which is fine. Praying's nice. Now, he is a kleptomaniac, so whenever we come across loot in the dungeon, he might just try and take it for himself. Now, I got this name from a different game, but I'm going to go with that. McShieldy, because that's all he's good for. Keeping everybody else safe. Let's go with the blue. I like the blue on him. Dismas, no. I'm gonna name him... What's a good name for him? Because he's kind of a dick. He's a highwayman. He used to rob people for a living. Alright. I like the white. Let's go with the white. This is a Vestal. Vestals are a type of healer. They're not the best, but they're pretty good. So I'm going to name her... Healbot. Oh, Illumination. That's a good ability. Hand of Light sucks, though. She's never going to be in the front rows here. So, if you look at the description here, at the very top of it, you'll see the yellow dots on the left and the red dots on the right. And what that means is where they have to be to use it and where they can hit when they use it. So, These ones are healing abilities, so they can be anywhere in... This one needs the last 3 rows, which these positions here. And this one needs these 2. So I'm going to throw her in the 3rd or 4th row. Yeah, not bad. Obsessed with cleanliness, obsessed with religious visions and delusions? That's not good. Alright, then we gotta change her color. Ooh, white. Let's make this whole front crew white. Let me make him white. Yeah. Can I make him white? Yeah. So, this is a Plague Doctor. Plague Doctors are really good at inflicting this game's version of poison, which is Blight. Now he's got a few good abilities, actually. And Bolding Vapors is really good. It's a buff ability from one of my guys. So, Blinding Ass is a stun, and then he's got the Plague Grenade and the Noxious Blast. That's not bad, actually. I can work with this. What's his name gonna be? Aw, too long. Oh, what is this? Oh, leeches. Oh yeah, I guess he's an old doctor. Plague Doctor, yeah, that makes sense now. I should have thought of that before. Leeches are gross. Let's do a gross face. Alright, so we gotta make Shieldy, kind of a dick, Healbot, and gross face. So I'm probably gonna cut this one short right here. When I start out the next play, I'll give you guys a pretty good vision of gearing up and going out on a quest. Thank you for watching. This has been Billzors. Like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. Leave a comment if you have any tips or tricks I don't know about, which is very, very possible because I'm not very good at this game. If you enjoyed and want to see more, let me know. And have a good night.